You can go from the steps if you want. That's good. Oh, look at that. I would assume there's no zoom. No. There. Where's the guy your mom was at? The mountain. What guy? Oh. He's back there shaking. Hey, 4:30. 1. Yeah. Huh?
Hello everyone, while we are waiting for the feel free to fill out the raffle, whether we're raffling off an electric menorah.
Oh, good grief. phone is right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Hanukkah! Thank you so much for joining us here. Believe it or not, this is our 6th annual Menorah lighting over here at Fort Collins, and I want to thank everybody for making the effort to come. It's a little bit warmer than the past year, so that's quite nice. I'm sure you all recall when the oil froze, as well as everybody else's toes, so it's nice that the weather's been kind of good to us. Well, we have lots of honoured guests here tonight, and I'd like to thank each and every one of them for coming before I share a few words on Hanukkah, obviously, not Passover. So, we have a very special guest over here, Congressman-elect Corey Gardner. We, of course, have our favourite mayor, Doug Hutchinson. We'll have a list of Menorah lights to do as big as I am. So after you finish off, he's running for rabbi, I'm running for mayor. We'll try that out for you. Okay. In no particular order, because everybody's very important, we've got Paul and Mayor Ray Martinez on here, haven't missed one yet as well. State Senator, I believe, right? Bob Bacon. State Representative John Powell. Okay. Former Councilman and future Governor, I see, Dick Brown. Sheriff Jim Allen. And this is an opportunity to thank him for all his great service as he goes on to explore new horizons. Okay. We've got future Dignitary Ken Danforth right here. Yeah, we can have one, Ken. Okay, we've got Sheriff-elect Justin Smith, our next sheriff. Councilman Wade Bracknell, who is supporting the staff just for this occasion. And we have representing Senator Bennett, Meg Corbin. And of course, we have all the wonderful people here of Northern Colorado. Thank you so much. Adam Avery. Before I forget, we have a very special guest here as well. This is the student president for the Jewish student group on campus at CSU, Adam Avery. He's also the captain of the CSU water polo team. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for Hanukkah again. What a wonderful celebration. I was asking my wife, how should I change it up? Every year I say the same thing. She says, Robert, don't worry about it. Nobody listens anyway. To keep saying the same old thing. But no, I would like to change it up a little bit. Of course, everybody's familiar with the wonderful story of Hanukkah that has this universal message. A small group of Jewish people who were oppressed to the point where they were forbidden to practice their religion finally rose up, the Maccabees, a small group of priests, and began a campaign of guerrilla warfare against their oppressors. And slowly, through tremendous faith, because they were completely overwhelmed and outnumbered, they liberated Israel and eventually liberated Jerusalem, where they went to the temple and liberated the defiled temple. And they came into the temple to light the menorah. There was a huge menorah, bigger than this one, and it was pure gold. This one's aluminum. Did I get any ideas? And they wanted to light the menorah, but they couldn't find enough oil. And of course, as you all know from Adam Sandler, a miracle happened. They found one jug of oil which was enough for one night, and it lasted for 8 nights. Hence, we celebrate the miracle by lighting the menorah. But why do we do it out here? Why do we do it in a public way? Typically, celebrations in Judaism are at a synagogue or at home in private. We do it because Hanukkah has a universal message. As such, since President Jimmy Carter, there's been menorah lighting to the White House. There are 11,000 public menorah lightings throughout the world with dignitaries and celebrities and communities participating, because the light has a message that it doesn't matter what sort of darkness we go through, whether on an individual level, whether on a communal level, whether the world seems so dark, we can prevail even with a small amount of light. It can dispel a tremendous amount of darkness. Somebody asked me, Rabbi, why is it that Jews are always lighting candles? Why are you always lighting candles? Do you own a beeswax company? We light candles on the Sabbath, we light candles on the festivals, Hanukkah. The reason why is because you look at a candle, It's the closest physical thing to something spiritual. Think about it. Anything physical, right, ultimately diminishes, okay? You fill up your tank with gasoline, you go for a drive, it becomes emptier. You buy food, you need to restock your pantry. You spend money, you have less money. A candle is such a beautiful concept that you can give life and never take away, and give more, and give more life. The idea is that sometimes we think we're being spread thin. And maybe that's for physical things, but with spiritual things, there's no end. You give more good deeds. You can help out more people. Just like a candle, it never runs out. On the contrary, it spreads. And before you know it, your one act of giving a candle, of giving a light, spreads throughout the world. This is the message of Hanukkah. One light at a time, one act of goodness and kindness, we can actually change the world. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our Mayor, Doug Hutchinson. I want you all to know that we've got quite a history together. We started, this was news to both of us and to Fort Collins 6 years ago, and the Mayor hasn't missed one. So I know this is his term limited, so this is his last term as Mayor, and his last Hanukkah lighting as Mayor. He'll be here for the next 50 years, of course, but as Mayor, this is the last time. Big round of applause for Mayor Doug Hutchinson.
Well, I'm delighted to be here, and I asked Sheriff Alderman to arrange for warmer weather in that one time, and it came through, so we appreciate that. The Rabbi was talking about symbols. I can think of no other time of year when symbols play such an important role in our lives than this time. This is the time of year when many of us ponder those things that are bigger than us, ponder those things that we believe in, and ponder those things that are represented by symbols. Symbols do have powerful meaning, and their power mostly comes from the deeper meaning and the deep traditions that they represent. The menorah is a symbol of freedom and hope, as the rabbi just said, a symbol of victory over forces that some 3,000 years ago sought to prevent the exercise of freedom. It reached to destroy the Jewish temple and forbidden Jews from practicing their religious customs. The Jews fought back, and the rebel army restored the temple and lit that makeshift menorah that miraculously stayed lit for 8 days. This event and this symbol has a universal message. If you believe that everyone deserves to live as a free person, then you believe in the menorah. 3 years ago, Fort Collins took a giant step by creating city holiday displays in the grounds of the museum, the closest property, city property to Old Town. Displays that are more inclusive. These displays honor yet more symbols that have meaning to people in our city during this season. And for the 3rd year, a standing menorah will be part of our city holiday display. Let us keep the symbols. Absolutely. Let us keep those symbols. Let us build on them. Let us learn more about all those diverse traditions. Let us add to them, and let us respect them. 5 years ago, in 2005, I stood on the same square at the first ever public lighting of a menorah in northern Colorado, which was then a very unusual act of inclusion. Not just tolerance, but inclusion. Let me restate some of my words from that night. I strongly believe that great cities are inclusionary, and I believe that Fort Collins is a great city. I want to thank you, Rabbi, for allowing me to again participate in this ceremony that celebrates the great symbol of freedom and hope. Thank you for allowing me to carry out my own small, proactive, personal act of inclusion. Happy Hanukkah, everyone, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to invite the representative of Senator Bennett, Meg Horwood, to read a letter from the Senate.
Thank you very much for inviting us to join you tonight in this event. Senator Bennett could not be here tonight with things to chief press. He asked me to read this letter for him. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this annual celebration as we mark the start of the Festival of Lights with the lighting of the menorah. In the season of unity, light, and joy, we can all take time to reflect on the year behind us and the year ahead, on our freedoms and on the meaning of community. Hanukkah is a universal celebration, one that encourages peace among all religions and nations. In these challenging times for families across the country, there is no better way to move forward as a country than focusing on our common goals and practicing in our daily lives a true tolerance and respect for our neighbors, our leaders, and the diversity found in our communities. May the spirit of the season give us pause and remind us to carry this forward in the year ahead. Sincerely, Michael F. Bennett, United States Senator. Thank you.
And now it's my privilege and my honor to introduce the next person who's going to speak to us, newly elected our Congressman Cory Gardner, who is a Colorado boy from Yuma, and grew up in Yuma, and we're delighted to have Cory here. Surprise to me too, and please give him a warm welcome.
Well, good evening. Thank you. You guys hear me all right? Thank you very much for everyone being here and allowing us all to be a part of this very special night and to join in the celebration of freedom and hope. And to the children who are here, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thanks to the parents for bringing them here. It's great to see them. It's great to see the celebration that is what makes this season so great. And tonight, as we celebrate the lighting of the menorah, I hope that we will all remember that the light from these 8 candles will lead us and show us a path to peace and help for us all. And so to each of you, as we light the candle, as we celebrate tonight, know that freedom and hope lives on, and that we will stand together throughout the season to make it a great year of peace, health, and joy.
Thank you so much. We're going to light up now. Now, what do you think it is? Is Fire Chief Mulligan here? Ryan, you got a candle, please? Okay, so we're going to share some light representing the acts of goodness and kindness that we're going to do right after this menorah lighting and really warm up this world.
It's nice and warm.
Okay, we're going to listen to some Hanukkah Yingle. That's serious in the name of the CD while we're lighting up our candles. Okay, I can feel the old town square getting warmer. Any juice will take a lot of candy. Okay, it looks like we're getting there. So we are going to invite Congressman-elect Corey Garner to light the shamash, which is the central lamp for which all the other lamps are lit. And it's maybe his first time to have a little bit of patience. On his first try. Okay, we're going to sing the blessings together. I'll recite them in English as well. So those of you who are familiar with it, please hum along. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'adlik ner Chanukkah. Amen. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandment and commanded us to kindle the Hanukkah light. The next blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'aleim mizman hadeh. Amen. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has performed miracles for our forefathers in those days at this time. I'd like to invite Paul Silverman to come and light the first candle of the 5 candles. Tonight is the 5th, is the 5th night of Hanukkah.